Actually, I feel the institutions has to drive the teachers to take up the workshops. They frequently needs to.
Nevertheless, having said that, Presidency always we give lot of importance to the teachers' training and development.
First most, I feel like standardized curriculum has to be there, and that as already we are introducing.
Hello and welcome to Think Tank, an insightful panel discussion on Indian K-12. I'm your host Arya Vidya. Today we are discussing what makes professional development worthwhile for teachers. In an era of rapid educational change, professional development is more than just a formality. It is a crucial avenue to empower educators, enhance teaching practices, and ultimately enrich student learning experience. Joining us today are three distinguished education leaders who bring a wealth of experience and insight into teaching and school leadership. Dr. Angel Mary, the visionary principal of Baldwin Boys High School, Bengaluru, known for her commitment to academic excellence and holistic student development. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to the panel discussion. Next, we have Mrs. Jayadevi Hiremath, the innovative principal of Pratham International School, recognized for her student-centric approach and progressive teaching methodologies. Welcome, ma'am. Finally, we have Dr. J. Bhuvaneswari, Director and Principal of Presidency School, Bangalore South, whose 35 plus years of experience span IB, ICC and CBSE curricula, mentoring educators and fostering holistic learning. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to the panel discussion. Without any further delay, let's get into the question. My first question is to Dr. Angel Mary. In professional development, there are so many workshops and there are so many certification programs are going on. So beyond the certificates, beyond the workshops, what truly defines the professional development for teachers worthwhile?
Yes, professional development is most valuable, which goes beyond being a formal requirements and truly empowers teachers to adapt, to grow, and to enhance students' learning. Teachers today face difficulty in classroom management. Then, because of rapidly changes in educational tools, so these trainings must be perfect and meaningful and impactful. Training is like that. Different where they enhance the students friendly, then classroom management, differentiated instructions or the new teaching methods ensures that teacher can apply what they learn immediately.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. So, my next question is to Dr. Bhuvaneswari. So, how we can ensure that the professional development that translated into some meaningful changes which has impacted into classroom teaching and also the student outcomes?
Yeah, the professional training and development is far more important. Nowadays, even in CBSE, the mandatory training has been introduced. Nevertheless, having said that, Presidency always we give lot of importance to the teachers' training and development. How it results in the classroom management is, suppose a teacher being trained under the Blooms, she can prepare an excellent lesson plan and methodology and the learning outcome. She can introduce in her classroom lots, mods, and hearts, and now competency-based questions and project-based. It's more than a memorizing. As the Bloom says, it's more on the critical thinking, and the 4Cs can be implemented in the classroom. So the learning outcome can be measured by the students understanding really, not memorizing the concept what she has been taught over the years. And the students also can face the board exam very comfortably. The competency, 50% of the competency-based questions can be handled very brilliantly by the students. The learning can be fun and the lifelong experience with the skill set, not as a memorizing like those days. So these are the outcome when the teachers being given a training on that particular and lot of importance, the school must take care of that. Thank you.
Exactly, ma'am. That's insightful. So, moving on to the next question to Ms. Jayadevi, ma'am. So, there will be a balanced, a standardized format of standardized modules for teacher training, and also there will be an individual and school based unique needs. So, how do we balance these?
Good afternoon all. First most, I feel like standardized curriculum has to be there. And that as already we are introducing with NEP and 21st century skills to be developed in teachers as well as students also are eagerly looking for that. And during COVID, we all have gone through this crisis, and most of the teachers involve themselves into the technology, and already we are into that. But main thing what happened here is children started addicted towards the gadgets, and parents are unable to control them. So both has to be managed, means children also to be brought into holistic way of learning, where teachers also to be into the technology along with the mental ability also to be brought into existence, where they can take confidence of students, and the hand holding. The parents are unable to hold them or control them, but teachers have the better grip, I feel, and they have to motivate them and bring that learning outcome through this method, I feel.
Insightful, ma'am. So, moving on to the next question to Angel, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, the teacher training, should it be self directed or the institution directed? The teachers training, teachers should take the initiative to get developed and get trained, or the institution should take that initiative. What is your take on that?
Actually, I feel the institutions has to drive the teachers to take up the workshops. They frequently needs to arrange the workshops and training sessions, which encourages them to be to teamwork and knowledge sharing, allow them to learn from each other's experience. It will be very insightful, and it should not be like a one-off workshop. It will be limited impact. It should be an ongoing program with follow-up sessions, monitoring and reflective practices, which gradually the teachers will build confidence and mastery. The sustained professional uh, development fosters the long-term growth rather than the short-term compliance.
Exactly, ma'am. So, moving on to the next question, ma'am, there are in teacher training, there are peer-to-peer mentoring, and also there are collaborative learning. The other side, there is a traditional way of teaching the teachers. So, how do you look at it? What is the difference, and in your opinion, which one is more better?
In terms of teachers, classroom management, and even I can go with the training or understanding the classroom algorithm, I feel the peer teaching is always good than their monotonous person, a day, 8 hours or 7.5 hours lecture method could be avoided. And the peer learning is always very powerful. It is not only for the students, even for the teachers. This is one aspect where it has happened, where learning happens in a very dense manner. I mean, I can say the learning takes up to the next curve of learning, and it is a brilliant curve will be landed when the teachers have the peer learning and teaching methodology. And moving about the collaboration, I think it's one of the finest being proved by even the Harvard Theory Business School, that wherever you introduce the collaborative learning, either it is for the students or for the teachers or to the top level management, the collaborative learning takes a huge shift. The shift from the normal curve to the super higher curve. So the collaborative learning and the peer learning and teaching, I'm putting both the concept together, gives a different dimension in the classroom learning and teaching. Again, I'm going back to the Bloom's. Why I'm constantly touching upon is the Bloom is the one of the theory where the critical thinking and the 4 C's of 21st century being addressed. So this collaborative learning and the peer teaching will definitely give the steps to reach that greater heights. And the learning will not happen with the theory, the learning will happen with the experiential learning. Learning will happen with understanding. The learning will give us the joy, which will translate to the classroom teaching.
Excellent, ma'am. So, moving on to the next question. So, we are living in an era of artificial intelligence and advanced technology. So, in your opinion, how all these technologies are reshaping the professional development?
Professional development, it is not like one day we will get into that and we will forget. It is teachers are like learning, relearning, unlearning has to happen. And as AI is bombarding, but no AI can substitute the teachers, I feel. Children require the happy teachers in the classroom where they can mentor them, handhold them emotionally, as well as where they can foster into their inner core. So children can come to the teachers for the seek. Technology is there, lot of content they will get, but they don't know which one to take it. So no technology can replace the teacher, I feel. And we are already into technology, but we can't leave it. It is part of the academics learning. Nowadays, children are born with technology; they need it. But here, the teachers can adopt into our the a holistic way of teaching and adopt certain skills where children feel empowered as well as they connect with the nature and they learn in a better way.
Exactly, ma'am. So, we are in a conversation with the excellent teachers on professional development and teacher training. We'll get back to you after a small break. Welcome back to Think Tank. We are discussing what makes professional development worthwhile. Moving on to my next question to Dr. Angel Mary. So, ma'am, my next question is that many teacher training programs that provide short-term inspirations which fades very quickly. So, in what way we can make it a lasting impact?
As education evolves with technology and the global changes, professional development must equip the teachers to adapt and innovate. Training in digital tools, inclusive education practices, and creative methodologies, teaching methodologies ensures teachers can stay current and effective.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, there will be like teachers will be motivated for a very short time.
Yes.
So, can we give? So, in your opinion, can we give we should give the professional development training classes frequently or once in a year, or what is your opinion on that?
Yes, professional development is the most will be most effective when its ultimate goal is to improve students' learning. Teachers are motivated when they see with this new technology and strategies can help their students to perform better academically and overall development in the holistic development.
Yes, exactly. So moving on to the next question to Dr. Bhuvaneswari ma'am. So how can we evaluate that the professional development is successful? What metrics or what indicators, through what metrics or indicators we can identify that this training is successful?
The training, as I mentioned from the beginning, the training is an ongoing process. It cannot be done in a one or two or a couple of workshops or a couple of training centers. It's an ongoing process for the teachers. It's infinite. It's a finite way of training the teachers to the larger extent. Now, moving on, what is a matrix? The matrix indicates on the student's learning outcome. I'm just going back to my first answer that the Bloom's taxonomy, the methodology what the teachers use on the Bloom's, that will take to the next level. Suppose how the teachers train it based on the learning outcome, but the learning with the understanding happens with the students. So the students' understanding will take the teachers' training development very successful. And more or less the teachers, how joyfully they interact in the class, how what are the learning objective being planned and the learning outcome is reached, what are the activities she is doing it is she is doing the extended essay over there, she is doing a lot of in activities, doing bringing the collaboration, she is bringing the peer learning, she is bringing all the C's of 21st learning century. Then what happens, you can measure the learning outcome. The learning outcome is not the student centric, teacher centric, it is a student centric. So it shifts from the teacher training to the students' learning outcome, which will have a lot of clarity in students understanding the concept without memorizing it. The students will have a clarity in speaking, clarity in understanding, clarity in writing, and clarity in critical thinking. That's a very, very important in evaluation and create according to the Bloom's. So the training helps step by steps for the students to reach all these parameters and make the students learning is a joyful one. It is not no more memorizing, it is a joyful process which gives you a lot of clarity in thinking and the communication skills.
Exactly, ma'am. So, moving on to my next question. So, in professional development training, what innovative approaches we can adapt that we can use for our next decade?
Robotics is the highlight now, but it may take up only 6% of the schools across India. 80% plus schools or students want teachers in the classroom. So along with the technology, the traditional way of teaching, not the board and this thing, but teachers has to be skilled, adopt technology in teaching, and modify the assessment pattern. Not to go with board and chalk, maybe quizzes or debates, such kind, and assignments. Maybe the replacing conventional way of method into technology based.
Yeah.
And children can use laptops and smart boards where they can interact and get to know better. So such things has to be adopted as soon as possible. Present generation and no need to guide them like what they can take as profession or anything, because the things are moving very drastically. No need to guide them, you take this or that. So leave them, let them expand their wings and take over what they want. Guide them, be monitoring and support them like a handhold, because children are manipulated 40-45% with technology and friends now.
Yeah.
Only 30% parents' involvement is there. Teachers' involvement has reduced drastically. So there the teachers' involvement where they can support them, give them some guidelines so they can choose their the specific career and they can excel in future.
Exactly, ma'am. So we are getting into the final stage of the panel discussion. So I'm giving a general question. Everyone can give their insights on it. That how important professional development in today's academic environment.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Changing environment is very fast. As AI is getting into the mainstream area, we cannot avoid it. Either it is a classroom or it is a farming or industry or a defense, AI will get it and we need to get equipped for it. We cannot do away with AI. With that drastic change which is happening in the education sector, and teachers are definitely not replaceable, but definitely AI will take over. It will make the teacher's job more easier and smarter. Now, the present, what we are going to look at it, the future, the teachers needs to be equipped all the changes. Change is only a constant, the rest are all remaining the variable. When the change becomes a constant for the educators and the teachers, this is a mandatory for them to upskill themselves, then come out with the chalk and board method. Definitely the teachers must come out of it. It is not demeaning the chalk and board method. It is good, but the teachers must change with the AI world. They need to get equipped with all the skills which is available. Use AI as a smarter teacher in the classroom, but validate it and explore it and enjoy and create a brilliant classroom. As I coming back with that, a joyful learning center classroom will happen with the teacher embodied and keep changing herself as a present need. At present, the need is AI. The teachers needs to get equipped with the AI tools and the AI platforms, and the school should support. A lot of workshop has to be conducted, and not in the theoretical format, in the hands-on experience, and validation must happen. It is not that the teachers use the AI platform, cut, paste and do it. Lot of validation should happen. She also should know how to validate the students' project also is going to be a bigger task. So these are the things the teachers should know all this to bring the learning more cohesive, more comfortable, more learning outcome is in the hands of teachers, and it is very, very important. The important, I can say, that is my hook statement as well.
Excellent, ma'am. Your opinion?
Is as we are with the present younger generations, they are more with the AI technologies and new upcoming teaching methodologies. So we feel this professional development teachers should equip the teachers to adapt and innovative. So when school acknowledges the teachers' efforts with the professional development, provide necessary support like resources, mentoring, and time. It reinforces the value of continuous learning. A supportive environment makes teachers feel respected and motivated.
Exactly.
Technology is taking over. Teachers also have to equip themselves along with management. Our surrounding things has to support them. And we have adopted the Exceed curriculum in grade 1 to 5. So inbuilt lesson plans are given. It has 5 to 10 minutes of video, and worksheets are also given there. So definitely that is helping children to adopt themselves. And the book size also has been reduced. So carrying the burden on their back, that has reduced. And I could see the change in them, like thinking capacity is more. So questions are asked in a higher order thinking. Questions are also given to the teachers in that app. So they are using, and children are coming up with innovative thinking capacity. And their questions, the kind of questions they're asking is really amazing. So that is making us like it has to be implemented. And training, it has to be ongoing training. Once we train and if we leave, it won't work out. So brush up things has to happen to make them sharper. Maybe they have to peer learning also. They have to share their knowledge. Maybe collaborating with other schools, what's happening, what we can implement. Those things also may help teachers to adopt certain things and implement those things in the classroom.
Exactly, that was insightful, ma'am. So, as we conclude this insightful discussion, it is clear that professional development is most effective when it goes beyond theoretical training and focuses on practical, collaborative, and reflective learning for teachers. Our panelists emphasize that impactful professional development empowers educators to become facilitators of meaningful learning, mentors who nurture critical thinking, and innovators who adapt to evolving educational demands. Ultimately, worthwhile professional development is a catalyst for elevating teaching quality, fostering student growth, and shaping the future of education one teacher at a time. Stay tuned to the next episode. Until then, bye.